taking Bill on a holiday to Rocky Bay again. And they're really pleased because they're going by train. At Rocky Bay, they see a friend from Nutwood they'd like to meet, a boy called Peter, but he's a long way down the street. The following day, Rupert and Bill plan to roam the shore. Rupert says, "Let's hurry, Bill. We might meet Peter once more." "Look, there he is coming down the steps," smiles Rupert Bear. "Come on, Bill. It won't take us long to get there." "Hi, Peter," they cry with joy. "We're pleased to see you. We're going to comb the beach. Would you like to come too?" "I'd like to," says Peter, "but I have to go home today. I've had 2 marvellous weeks here at Rocky Bay." "Rupert, why don't you let me take home your wooden spade and borrow mine? It digs much better with its iron blade." "Thank you very much, Peter," says the little bear. "Look," calls Bill. "Captain Barnacle's up there." The captain tells them that strange things are happening along the beach. "Come along, I'll show you," he says. "It won't take long to reach. You see that seaweed down there? It seems to be alive. It moves around and every day fresh clumps of it arrive. And look, waves with white tops. Neptune's white horse, we call those. But that only happens when it's windy and no wind blows." "Come on, Bill," says Rupert. "We've got to find why it can be that so much seaweed is coming from the sea." "Let's walk along the promenade," suggests the little bear. "We'll be able to see much more from up there." So up to the promenade they go, but as they're walking, the spade with the iron blade moves, then starts tugging. "Help!" Rupert cries. "Some force is pulling the spade towards the sea." "How odd," Bill says. "What could it possibly be?" They hold on tight to the iron spade, but it suddenly stops pulling. Sighing relief, they go back to the beach to do some digging. They look for a clear patch of sand to dig, but everywhere they walk, seaweed comes and surrounds them, and seagulls dive and squawk. But then they find some beach without seaweed and seagulls squawking, and Bill plays with the bucket while Rupert does some digging. "I think I'll do some digging too," Bill says. "Stay on this stretch. I'll go for my spade. It won't take long to fetch." But as Bill leaves, more creeping seaweed gathers on the beach, and as it closes in on Rupert, he climbs out of reach. As he comes to the top of the rock, being careful not to fall, the iron spade moves again and starts to tug and pull. Now it's getting much stronger, and it manages to fly from his hands. It glides down from the rock and over the golden sands. It suddenly stops, hovers, then sticks itself upright in the sand. "Goodness," Rupert whispers, "this is something I don't understand." As he walks towards the spade, the seagulls dive and shriek. I'm sure they know what's happening, if only they could speak. Rupert tries to get the iron spade, but doesn't have any luck. For the harder he pulls, the more it seems to be stuck. And all of the time, fresh seaweed is coming from the sea. Rupert suddenly notices, "Goodness, seaweed surrounding me." He climbs some rocks to get well out of the seaweed's way. Rupert has never seen anything like this before at Rocky Bay. "Oh, I don't like this," gasps Rupert. "Something's happening that's very weird. The seaweed surrounds me, and now more of those white horses have appeared." Rupert sighs. "I'll have to get Peter's iron spade out of there." So across the moving mass of seaweed runs the brave little bear. Sea creatures watch from the seaweed as Rupert tries to trace what's holding Peter's iron spade so firmly in one place. The spade is sticking to some kind of ring. No, it's not. It's a key, a great big thing. How strange. Some sort of powerful magnet, I dare say, he says as he starts to carry the key and spade away. But he slips on a fresh seaweed clump and topples backward with a bump. Then Rupert, along with the spade and giant key, on a seaweed raft, is carried gently out to sea. All of the other seaweed quickly disappears. Rupert calls for help, but no one hears. The seaweed raft moves rapidly, and soon Rupert is far out to sea. And just as a mist engulfs him, grey and dim, a sea serpent's head appears over him. The sea serpent is huge and strong, and it begins to pull the seaweed raft along. The waves foam and Neptune's white horses appear. As to where they're going, Rupert has no idea. But the sea grows calm, and Rupert can see a small island that's very jagged and rocky. Rupert is taken to a beach, and as he leaves his curious craft, a very strange movement quivers through the raft. His seaweed raft begins to break up, and then Rupert can see it was made up of seaweed men. They have very odd faces and spindly arms and legs. "Where am I? What's happening?" Rupert begs. They squeak and point. Rupert pays heed. He has to follow them at a very slow speed. They come to a beautiful blue lagoon with a gentle sea breeze, and beyond a huge gate, Rupert can see very stormy seas. Into another cave, the strange creatures troop, and there they wait for Rupert in a group. Inside the cavern, it's cool and green, and they want him to go through a seaweed screen. He goes through the screen and hears a voice call his name. "Who knows me here?" he wonders as he turns to see from where it came. "Why, it's the Merboy. How pleased I am to see you. Please don't go. Perhaps you can tell me why I'm here. I'm sure you must know." "Yes, I do," the Merboy cries. "Climb down that ledge and join me at the water's edge." "It's to do with the key that's stuck to your iron spade there," explains the Merboy. "We're so pleased you found it, little bear." "But why?" asked Rupert. "Is it so important, this large key?" "Come with me," the Merboy tells Rupert, "and you will see." "Another raft!" Rupert cries. "Like the one that took me from the beach." "Yes," the Merboy says. "Climb onto it when it comes into reach." You see, Rupert, this calm lagoon is the stable home of all Neptune's horses, as white as foam. "That great door," explains the Merboy, "leads to the sea. It's locked with all the horses outside, and that's the only key." The Merboy pulls himself from the sea and sits on a rocky shelf. "I need some help, Rupert, because I cannot turn the key myself." Rupert leaves the seaweed raft and climbs onto the rocky shelf too. As it floats off with the key and spade, long tentacles come into view. They reach for the raft, take the spade and key, and holds them tight. It's a giant octopus who pulls them apart using all his might. As they are separated, the octopus throws the iron spade away. "Stop!" Rupert cries. "That's got to go back to Peter after my holiday." "Don't worry," says the Merboy. "That's our chief octopus. Everything will be all right. Watch him open the door for us." As the key is turned, the great doors swing open. "It's done," the Merboy cries. "Now, when I blow this horn, we'll see some fun." Because they couldn't get back to their stable, little bear, Neptune's white horses have been making storms everywhere. The horses charge in one huge foaming mass and pour straight through the newly opened stable door. "How," Rupert asks, "did the stable key get to Rocky Bay?" "Well," says the Merboy, "I believe some mischievous horses took it away." They locked the stable door, and by they hid the key. Oh, they're very sly. "Climb to the top," the Merboy tells Rupert. "That's the best idea. From there you can see much more, but I have to keep watch down here." Now Neptune's horses are in their stable. The sea is calm enough, Rupert says. But wait, what's that? That beach looks very rough. Rupert quickly slithers down the rocks to find that 2 big horses have been left behind. Towards Rupert, the pair advance, flinging up spray as they rear and prance. "All right, Rupert," the merboy cries as he swims ashore. "These are the mischievous ones who lock the door. They really cannot do just as they wish. I'll deal with them. Go, flying fish!" The flying fish will bring the sea serpent soon. He'll help me get them back to the lagoon. Thank goodness they're calming down, thinks Rupert with an anxious frown. They're quiet now, Rupert, so I can manage them myself. The sea serpent will guide you back along the rocky shelf. So Rupert follows the serpent along a path dangerous and high until he gets to a part he just cannot get by. "Oh dear," sighs Rupert as seagulls come and peep. "I'm stuck. This rock's far too steep." But the great sea serpent hurries back and lifts poor Rupert from the difficult track. In its mouth, it carries the little bear until they reach a sandy cove where Rupert is set down on the beach. "Rupert," the merboy calls, "look what the octopus gave me." "Oh, the iron spade," Rupert cries. "That's something I'm very pleased to see." And now the little bear's task is complete. The seaweed men form a raft at his feet. "The 2 white horses you helped me catch today are going to take you back to Rocky Bay." A thunderous roar makes Rupert look up. Heading towards him is a huge wave. "Help! Help!" Rupert cries. "Merboy, sea serpent, you've got to save!" Before he can say another word, the wave's over him in a wall. The frail seaweed raft goes up and Rupert starts to fall. But, to Rupert's surprise, a big white horse appears on each side, and sighing with relief, he realizes he's on his homeward ride. And so, through thick mist, the frail craft speeds, carried high by King Neptune's handsome steeds. And from Rocky Bay's beach, Bill sees the huge wave. "Look, Mrs. Bear, the sea's getting very rough. What do you think's happening out there?" But before Mrs. Bear can answer, Rupert floats in on his seaweed raft. "Rupert," Bill cries, "where have you been on that strange craft?" So Rupert explains how he found the key, and they listen with pride as he tells them of Neptune's white horses and his exciting ride. He tells them, too, of his seaweed raft, but when they turn round, all the seaweed men have gone, and so the raft can't be found. "Our friend Captain Barnacle must know what's been done," says Bill, and so across the sand the pair of them run. Then up the steep, rocky steps to his shack they climb, where Rupert tells the captain of his thrilling time. "My word, Rupert, that's the strangest sea tale I've ever heard tell," the captain says. "You've solved Rocky Bay's mystery as well." As Rupert picks flowers by the trees, he listens to the buzzing of the bees. And suddenly, something makes a very loud buzzing sound, and a large insect flies quickly by as Rupert looks round. The strange insect gives Rupert quite a fright, but soon flies swiftly out of sight. "Goodness!" cries Rupert. "It has stung that tree! Whatever can that nasty insect be?" And just as he walks away, out pops the imps of spring, who shout, "Little bear, why have you done this dreadful thing?" Says Rupert, "I didn't do that, so don't blame me. A very large insect stung that tree." But just then, there's a loud buzzing sound, so Rupert gives a shout. That insect's coming back again. Imps, look out!" Rupert tries to follow the insect, which is a bright colour green. "It's gone, but where?" sighs Rupert. "Ah, the goat, he may have seen." "Please," cries Rupert, Have you seen a thing that stings? It's green and buzzes loudly with its wings. The goat frowns and says, fierce and swift and green? Yes, that's my green buzzer you've just seen. I have lots of them, but that one escaped while I was working, the goat explains. I've been asked to find a cure for their sting. I'll get my pals, says Rupert, and we'll do our best to help you find that very dangerous pest. Rupert runs off, but as he's running, he hears his chum, Podgy, groaning and crying. Says Podgy, "Oh, be careful, Rupert. This is a dangerous place. A big green insect has just stung me on my face." "Oh, dear," says Rupert. "It's that green buzzer again. I'll go for help. There's no time to explain." Rupert rushes off and sees his friends, the 3 Boy Scouts. "Please help me," the little bear shouts. "Well," a scout says, "how can we help you, little bear?" "Podgy's been stung," gasps Rupert. "He's up there." Rupert runs ahead up the hill, only to find Podgy's now very, very ill. Gently, they help poor Podgy into the scout's cart. "Hold on," says a scout. "We're going to start. You go ahead, Rupert, as fast as you can run, and tell Mrs. Pig what's happened to her son." And when Mrs. Pig sees poor Podgy's head, she takes him straight up to his bed. "That was the green buzzer that's given Podgy so much pain," says Rupert. "It's got to be caught before it stings again." After leaving Podgy's house, Rupert sees his friend Willie Mouse. And as Rupert gets quite near, the mouse pretends not to hear. Suddenly, Willie turns round and goes, slap, before Rupert's eyes. It makes our little bear jump back in great surprise. "It snaps its mouth closed," says Willie. "Have a go." "I will," says Rupert, "but there's something you must know. Watch out, Willie, for a big green buzzing thing. It's already stung Podgy with its very dangerous sting." "Oh, look," cries Rupert. "There's Edward. I must warn him too." Says Willie Mouse, "Hang on, Rupert. I'll come with you." And as they run to Edward, the green buzzer whizzes past. "My word," gasps Rupert. "That insect really does fly fast." "Watch out, Edward," cries Rupert. "That green thing. It can give a very painful sting." "That's it," whispers Rupert. "Keep very still and calm. It's landing on your cap. It won't do you any harm." Willie Mouse's paper snapper has given me an idea. Now don't move a muscle, or you could be stung, I fear. Rupert raises the paper snapper towards Edward's cap, gives a little jump and grabs the green buzzer with a snap. "Hooray! I've got it! What a fright!" Rupert shouts as he holds the paper snapper tight. "Run, Edward, and bring the wise goat here. There's no doubt," says Rupert, "that this angry insect will soon get out." The imps of spring come crowding round when they hear the green buzzer's furious sound. "Let us tie the snapper for you, little bear, so that dreadful insect can't get out of there." "These strong thin roots should do the trick," say the imps. "Once we've done this, we'll tie it to a stick." Willie Mouse cries, "Rupert, if you don't mind, I would prefer to follow well behind." Just then, Edward and the wise goat appear. "Oh, that's good," says Rupert with a cheer. The goat looks at the snapper and says, "Well, I declare, you've caught it. You really are a very clever little bear." He takes the snapper and puts the insect into a small cage. The green buzzer makes even more noise as it buzzes in rage. "Have you some medicine for Podgy?" asks Rupert. "He's ill in bed. That green buzzer gave him a painful sting on the head." "Why, of course," says the wise goat. Now Edward and Willie Mouse go and tell Mrs. Pig Rupert's bringing medicine to her house. And as Edward and Willie run off obediently, the wise goat says, "Rupert, please follow me." Inside the wise goat's laboratory, Rupert can't believe his eyes. "You've got lots of green buzzers," Rupert says in surprise. "Ah, yes," says the goat. "With these buzzers, I was able to make this cure for their sting, which your friend Podgy can take." With the medicine, Rupert runs. "I'm glad you're here," calls Mrs. Pig. "My poor Podgy's very ill, I fear." "Cheer up, Podgy," cries Rupert. "You soon won't be in pain anymore. This medicine from the wise goat will cure you, I'm sure." And very quickly, the wise goat's medicine makes Podgy better. Rupert and Mrs. Pig sigh with relief. They couldn't be happier. Later, Rupert goes and shows the medicine to the imps of spring. "If the buzzers stung other trees," he says, "this will cure the sting." Rupert has a lucky find, a large pink shell, the pearly kind. Then straight towards him something flies. "Why, it's a kind of net," he cries. "Big flying fish are carrying it." He gasps, "I don't like this one bit." The huge net billows overhead. "Why have they stopped?" he asks with dread. Next moment, everything goes dim. The net has dropped right over him. "I can't get out! Help, help!" he calls. Then struggling, he trips and falls. The flying fish take hold once more, and Rupert's lifted from the shore. Across the waves by sea spray stung, as in a hammock Rupert swung. Curled tightly up, half dazed with shock, Rupert is swept towards a rock. Upon the rock he's gently laid, then left there, lonely and afraid. In deep despair he sits and sobs. Then from the sea the merboy bobs. "Rupert, we brought you here to ask if you could do a special task. King Neptune's trident, lost a while, was washed up on a lonely isle. I fear some pirates found it there. Could you retrieve it, little bear?" Asks Rupert, "But what if that band of pirates spy me when I land?" "You will be landed secretly. Here comes your steed across the sea." A goat-like creature, long of horn, approaches. 'Tis the Capricorn. Then from the rock the merboy dives to greet the goat as it arrives. The Capricorn, King Neptune's pet, will take you safely. On you get. Now Rupert sits astride his steed. He hopes his mission will succeed. Then, holding tight, off Rupert goes. That trident must be found, he knows. The sun is setting when he sees an island crowned with tall palm trees. "I hope no pirates saw us come to land," he whispers as they reach the sand. "When you find the trident, hold it high. Then I'll come back for you. Goodbye." Suppose I can't find it. Wait. Question comes too late. So if the trident I can't trace, that means I'm stranded in this place. Suppose those pirates heard me shout. No, I don't think they are about. Dusk deepens fast, so Rupert creeps into a sheltered nook and sleeps. A squawk wakes Rupert from his dreams, as from blue skies bright sunshine streams. He wanders round in search of food and finds some fruit. Why, this tastes good. A stream flows by a rocky shelf, where Rupert can refresh himself. He drinks some cool, clear water then, turns round and spies some burly men. The pirates close by in a team, taking water from the stream. As Rupert tries to make a dash, he's seen and followed in a flash. Then, suddenly to his alarm, he's swept up by a strong brown arm. "Well, little bear," the pirates smile, "you're very welcome to our isle." The men put Rupert at his ease. "I'm Ben, the boatswain. Come this way, please." "Those huts are our homes these days. We have no ship," Ben Boatswain says. "You must tell our captain why you're here. He'll help you, I'm sure. Do not fear." The captain takes the little bear to his cabin, his tale to hear. "What purpose brings you to our isle?" the merry captain asks with a smile. I have been sent to search around, for King Neptune's trident must be found. Would this be it? The captain beams, as he takes from a sack an object that gleams. Cries Rupert, "That's the one all right, King Neptune's trident, gold and bright. He'll be so glad to get it back, to think you kept it in that sack. I'll clean it to a brilliant shine. Now run and join those men of mine." The men, upon a raft-like base, have built a little dwelling place. Some stilts support a wooden floor to hold the hut just off the shore. "Now you can stay a nice long time in your own home," the pirates chime. Says Rupert, "Oh, you're very kind, but I must leave if you don't mind." "The trident! Why has the captain gone? Out there with it! What's going on?" "Don't throw it!" Rupert runs at speed, but the merry captain pays no heed. "Oh, my!" gasped Rupert. "Now I'm lost. I needed that at any cost." "But won't King Neptune? Goodness me! What is that rising from the sea?" "Shiver my timbers! It's retrieved, the trident, if I'm not deceived. He means to take it to the king, so now you can stop worrying." "But merry captain," Rupert sighs, "I needed it, don't you realize? I had to flash that gleaming spear to bring the Capricorn back here." "Come on, we'll have to form a plan. My men will help you if they can." "We have no ship and none sails by," says Ben the boatswain with a sigh. "Our treasure," the captain smiles, "a bright gilt plate would flash for miles." "Where is it buried? I forget." Then, "Silver!" squawks his parrot pet. "Your bird remembers," Rupert cheers. "Come on, before he disappears." The pirates fetch their spades, then take a rough cliff path in Rupert's wake. Then, with the parrot as their guide, across the palm-clad isle they stride. "This is the tree we marked of old, so dig here," the captain's men are told. The men set to with all their strength, till Ben strikes something hard at length. "Aye, 'tis our treasure long hid," the captain says. "Throw back the lid." Gold plates and trinkets are revealed, with coins and jewels long concealed. The gold is dull with age, but wait, I'll polish up this biggest plate. The plate, rubbed with a handkerchief, is mirror bright beyond belief. I'll climb this rock, it's not too steep, and flash the plate across the deep. Flashed in the sun, the plate reflects the signal the Capricorn expects. Indeed, the Capricorn has seen the glare, and in a moment it is there. You'd better not be seen just yet, or you may scare King Neptune's pet. Rupert tells the Capricorn everything, how the trident has gone back to the king. Then, Rupert, we need not delay. I'll take you back to Rocky Bay. Mind you hold tightly on to me. It's very stormy out at sea. You cannot ride the Capricorn through stormy seas, the pirates warn. Cries Ben, although the seas are rough, I know how he'll be safe enough. These words fill Rupert with new hope. He follows them down the sandy slope. Ben hurries on until they reach the little hut on the sandy beach. Rollers are placed beneath the raft. Now we can launch Rupert's little craft. Says Ben, now you'll be safe and sound, even with stormy seas all around. We'll push you out, and then you'll float directly to your friend the goat. Then yo-ho, heave-ho, with a song, the pirates push the craft along. Goodbye, and thank you, everyone. My visit has been so much fun. Then on the current Rupert's borne, round to the waiting Capricorn. Why, Rupert, that's a good idea. Yes, I can push you, never fear. Pushed by the creature as it swims, across the waves the small craft skims. But now the sky grows overcast. They've run into the storm at last. The storm throws Rupert right across the craft and makes it pitch and toss. Though all around the tempest raves, the goat still forges through the waves. Then all is calm, the sky grows bright, and Rocky Bay comes into sight. A fisherman starts in surprise. At first, he cannot believe his eyes. As Rupert gladly leaps ashore, the Capricorn swims off once more. This is my hut. It's like a ship. It sheltered me on my long trip. Then Rupert hurries off to tell his parents all his news as well. Where have you been? Gasps Mrs. Bear. The Coast Guard has searched everywhere. Smiles Rupert when his tale is through. Now you must see my little hut too. It's brought these children happiness. I'll leave it as their playhouse. Yes. Marvelous years, their magical adventures have enthralled many generations, and still do.
Have a very happy birthday, dear Rupert the Bear. Isn't it wonderful, your 65th year? When people are in need, you lend a helping hand. You're the greatest little bear in all of the land.
There's Bill Badger, Willie Mouse, Algie Pug and Rollo, Edward Trunk, Gregory Guinea Pig, Podgy Pig and Margot, Rex and Reggie Rabbit, Tiger Lily as well as Pong Ping. And of course we can't forget the tiny imps of spring. They're all your friends and you're their best chum. For when they're with you, there's so much more fun. With adventures galore, so very exciting and good. In that most magical wonderland that's called Nutwood.
Have a very happy birthday, dear Rupert the Bear. Isn't it wonderful, your 65th year? When people are in need, you lend a helping hand. You're the greatest little bear in all of the land.
Your adventures take you to the bottom of the seas, and you've been able to fly over the tallest of trees. You've met all sorts of creatures, both great and small. Santa Claus, elves, dragons, even giants very tall. Fearless, you enter huge castles in the darkest cave. Everyone knows how you're so very, very brave. And all over the world, to almost every girl and boy, through 65 years, you've brought lots of joy.
Have a very happy birthday, dear Rupert the Bear. Isn't it wonderful, your 65th year? When people are in need, you lend a helping hand. You're the greatest little bear in all of the land. Have a very happy birthday, dear Rupert the Bear. Isn't it wonderful, your 65th year? When people are in need, you lend a helping hand. You're the greatest little bear in all of the land.
It's a lovely sunny day, and Rupert hurries out to play. He meets no friends until, at last, he sees the foxes running fast. Do wait for me, calls Rupert, please. I want to go and climb some trees. The foxes say, yes, we'll come with you, and we'll take some eggs from birds' nests too. Rupert tells the foxes they must not, and a little bird thanks him a lot. Now Rupert thinks, it's strange to me. I wonder where my friends can be. So, feeling rather lonely there, he hurries home to Mr. Bear. They settle down to read and rest, till Rupert sees the words, Mare's Nest. What is a mare's nest? He cries. There's no such thing, his dad replies. But find one and bring it to me, and I'll happily take you to the sea. So Rupert looks for his chums without rest, and asks them to help him find the mare's nest. I'll help you, Algie says. Let's go, and ask them at that farm below. Algie explains as they draw near, I know that Farmer Green lives here. The farmer laughs. What a silly request. You'll never find a real mare's nest. Just then, a bird warns Rupert with alarm. Give up your search. You'll come to harm. This frightens Algie and makes him glum. I'm going home, he tells his chum. Now, Rupert thinks, I'm worried too. I'll ask the wise owl what to do. He meets the hedgehog, but the bird returns before they speak a word. The bird has hurried back again to warn the bear, but all in vain. I must find Owl, says Rupert, so the hedgehog shows him where to go. The owl says with a solemn stare, You cannot see a mare's nest, little bear. It's getting late as Rupert turns away. He'll have to leave it for today. The naughty foxes come dashing by. A huge bird's chasing us, they cry. What can they mean? Then Rupert sees a huge bird fly above the trees. Now, Rupert cries, what's this I found? A disc with broken chain upon the ground. At home, he shows his dad. What can it be? Some kind of seal, it seems to me. He mends the broken chain with care, watched by an eager little bear. That night the birds make such a din, so much so Mrs. Bear comes running in. The seal's owner must be found, and so in the morning to P.C. Growler it must go. But Rupert soon has quite a shock, for birds fly round him in a flock. It seems just like a horrid dream. We think you have our seal, they scream. They push him till he sees once more the fearsome bird he saw flying before. He does look very cross today. Poor Rupert wants to run away. He stopped the foxes taking our eggs. Do not harm him, the little bird begs. Then Rupert holds the seal up high, and the huge bird gives a joyful cry. He proudly wears the seal and chain. Now he can do his king's work again. You've helped the messenger for our king. For you, the birds say, he'll do anything. Oh, good, cries Rupert Bear with glee. A mare's nest I would like to see. The king has such a mare, I know. Climb on my back, and off we'll go. Without another word, the bird takes flight, with Rupert holding on very tight. The bird keeps on flying very high, until they reach a palace in the sky. The chamberlain comes out to see just who this visitor can be. He hears what Rupert would like to see, and says, Ask our king, come with me. Your Majesty, I've done my very best to find a real mare's nest. Then I, says the king, will do my best to grant your very strange request. 2 messengers are sent to bring the chamberlain back to see the king. The king says, You may help this bear, and give him my royal seal to wear. The chamberlain cries, Follow me, and Rupert does so, eagerly. They go into a large office where a royal seal is given to Rupert Bear. It will keep you safe, so on your way, a sparrow will lead you without delay. The way is up a rocky slope, but Rupert follows, full of hope. There is the nest, the sparrow cries, then hurriedly away he flies. As Rupert begins to climb the rock, he suddenly has quite a shock. The nest begins to shake about, and then a horse's head looks out. The mare has wings and takes to flight. She is a fine and graceful sight. She lands and speaks to Rupert Bear. I see the royal seal you wear. I am the king's royal charger, and I carry him about this land. Oh, thank you, Rupert cries, and now I must climb down the rocks somehow. When Rupert comes, the birds fly round. The king's seals kept him safe and sound. The little bear stands still and sighs. I've thought of something else, he cries. I saw that mare's nest, thanks to you, but can my daddy see it too? The king, on hearing Rupert's plea, says, Bring my charger here to me. He orders fruit for Rupert Bear, while they await the flying mare. Tonight she'll appear before your dad. What the king says makes Rupert feel glad. Take this scroll for the birds of Nutwood, the king explains, for being so good. Now you may fly home on the mare. Give the scroll when you are there. All through the day the mare makes flight, and will not land while it's light. When darkness falls, she lands with ease, on one of Nutwood's tallest trees. Poor Rupert wears a worried frown. He wishes he was safely down. A dark shape heads for the tree. "It's Wise Owl," Rupert shouts with glee. "Your king says this scroll will tell how Nutwood birds have pleased him well." Rupert runs home with all his might. It is already quite late at night. P.C. Growler sees Rupert running alone. He decides to take the young bear home. How glad his parents are to see him well and hear the tale he has to tell. "The Bird King says you'll see the mare. Tonight the Wise Owl will take us there." Says Mrs. Bear, "It's time for bed. Be off with you, you sleepy head." A sound now reaches Rupert's ear. Perhaps the Wise Owl is already here. He hurries down the stairs again to find his father and explain. "It is the owl," he cries with glee, "and now the mare's nest you shall see." Says Mr. Bear, "It's late, you know, but still, to please you, I will go." Poor Mrs. Bear is worried too, when told what they propose to do. They find the Wise Owl outside. He's waiting there to be their guide. He leads them straight back to the tree. The mare's nest is quite plain to see. The mare flies off as they stand there. "How wonderful!" gasps Mr. Bear. Next morning, Mr. Bear is sure he dreamed it all the night before. So after breakfast, back they go, but now the place they do not know. They search around, but all in vain. They cannot find the nest again. A tiny bird to Rupert flies. "I'll help you if you like," he cries. In great excitement, off they run. "What luck!" laughs Rupert. "This is fun." But when they find the tree, oh dear, the nest has disappeared, I fear. Now when they start to look around, the nest is scattered on the ground. The bird explains, "That's all you'll find. She never leaves her nest behind." Now Mr. Bear says, "I agree. You've earned your visit to the sea." They go to ask that very day about the trains to Rocky Bay. Rupert has a lucky find, a large pink shell, the pearly kind. Then straight towards him something flies. "Why, it's a kind of net," he cries. "Big flying fish are carrying it." He gasps, "I don't like this one bit." The huge net billows overhead. "Why have they stopped?" he asks with dread. Next moment, everything goes dim. The net has dropped right over him. "I can't get out! Help, help!" he calls. Then struggling, he trips and falls. The flying fish take hold once more, and Rupert's lifted from the shore. Across the waves by sea spray stung, as in a hammock Rupert swung. Curled tightly up, half dazed with shock, Rupert is swept towards a rock. Upon the rock he's gently laid, then left there, lonely and afraid. In deep despair he sits and sobs. Then, from the sea, the merboy bobs. "Rupert, we brought you here to ask if you could do a special task. King Neptune's trident, lost a while, was washed up on a lonely isle. I fear some pirates found it there. Could you retrieve it, little bear?" Asks Rupert, "But what if that band of pirates spy me when I land?" "You will be landed secretly. Here comes your steed across the sea." A goat-like creature, long of horn, approaches. 'Tis the Capricorn. Then from the rock the merboy dives to greet the goat as it arrives. The Capricorn, King Neptune's pet, will take you safely. On you get. Now Rupert sits astride his steed. He hopes his mission will succeed. Then, holding tight, off Rupert goes. That trident must be found, he knows. The sun is setting when he sees an island crowned with tall palm trees. "I hope no pirates saw us come to land, he whispers as they reach the sand. When you find the trident, hold it high. Then I'll come back for you. Goodbye. Supposing I can't find it? Wait! But Rupert's question comes too late. So if the trident I can't trace, that means I'm stranded in this place. Suppose those pirates heard me shout. No, I don't think they are about. Dusk deepens fast, so Rupert creeps into a sheltered nook and sleeps. A squawk wakes Rupert from his dreams, as from blue skies bright sunshine streams. He wanders round in search of food and finds some fruit. Why, this tastes good. A stream flows by a rocky shelf where Rupert can refresh himself. He drinks some cool, clear water then, turns round and spies some burly men. The pirates close by in a team, taking water from the stream. As Rupert tries to make a dash, he's seen and followed in a flash. Then, suddenly to his alarm, he's swept up by a strong brown arm. Well, little bear, the pirates smile, you're very welcome to our isle. The men put Rupert at his ease. I'm Ben, the boatswain. Come this way, please. Those huts are our homes these days. We have no ship, Ben Boatswain says. You must tell our captain why you're here. He'll help you, I'm sure. Do not fear. The captain takes the little bear to his cabin, his tale to hear. What purpose brings you to our isle? The merry captain asks with a smile. I have been sent to search around, for King Neptune's trident must be found. Would this be it? The captain beams, as he takes from a sack an object that gleams. Cries Rupert, that's the one all right. King Neptune's trident, gold and bright. He'll be so glad to get it back, to think you kept it in that sack. I'll clean it to a brilliant shine. Now run and join those men of mine. The men, upon a raft-like base, have built a little dwelling place. Some stilts support a wooden floor to hold the hut just off the shore. Now you can stay a nice long time in your own home, the pirates chime. Says Rupert, oh, you're very kind, but I must leave if you don't mind. The trident! Why has the captain gone? Out there with it! What's going on? Don't throw it! Rupert runs at speed, but the merry captain pays no heed. Oh, my! Gasped Rupert. Now I'm lost. I needed that at any cost. But won't King Neptune? Goodness me! What is that rising from the sea? Shiver my timbers! It's retrieved. The trident, if I'm not deceived. He means to take it to the king. So now you can stop worrying. But merry captain, Rupert sighs, I needed it, don't you realize? I had to flash that gleaming spear to bring the Capricorn back here. Come on, we'll have to form a plan. My men will help you if they can. We have no ship and none sails by, says Ben the boatswain with a sigh. Our treasure, the captain smiles. A bright gilt plate would flash for miles. Where is it buried? I forget. Then, Silver! Squawks his parrot pet. Your bird remembers, Rupert cheers. Come on, before he disappears. The pirates fetch their spades, then take a rough cliff path in Rupert's wake. Then, with the parrot as their guide, across the palm-clad isle they stride. This is the tree we marked of old, so dig here, the captain's men are told. The men set to with all their strength, till Ben strikes something hard at length. Aye, 'tis our treasure long hid, the captain says. Throw back the lid. Gold plates and trinkets are revealed, with coins and jewels long concealed. The gold is dull with age, but wait, I'll polish up this biggest plate. The plate, rubbed with a handkerchief, is mirror bright beyond belief. I'll climb this rock, it's not too steep, and flash the plate across the deep. Flashed in the sun, the plate reflects the signal the the Capricorn expects. Indeed, the Capricorn has seen the glare, and in a moment it is there. You'd better not be seen just yet, or you may scare King Neptune's pet. Rupert tells the Capricorn everything, how the trident has gone back to the king. Then, Rupert, we need not delay. I'll take you back to Rocky Bay. Mind you hold tightly on to me. It's very stormy out at sea. You cannot ride the Capricorn through stormy seas, the pirates warn. Cries Ben, although the seas are rough, I know how he'll be safe enough. These words fill Rupert with new hope. He follows them down the sandy slope. Ben hurries on until they reach the little hut on the sandy beach. Rollers are placed beneath the raft. Now we can launch Rupert's little craft. Says Ben, now you'll be safe and sound, even with stormy seas all around. We'll push you out and then you'll float directly to your friend the goat. Then yo-ho, heave-ho, with a song, the pirates push the craft along. Goodbye and thank you, everyone. My visit has been so much fun. Then on the current Rupert's borne, round to the waiting Capricorn. Why, Rupert, that's a good idea. Yes, I can push you, never fear. Pushed by the creature as it swims, across the waves the small craft skims. But now the sky grows overcast. They've run into the storm at last. The storm throws Rupert right across the craft and makes it pitch and toss. Though all around the tempest raves, the goat still forges through the waves. Then all is calm, the sky grows bright, and Rocky Bay comes into sight. A fisherman starts in surprise. At first, he cannot believe his eyes. As Rupert gladly leaps ashore, the Capricorn swims off once more. This is my hut. It's like a ship. It sheltered me on my long trip. Then Rupert hurries off to tell his parents all his news as well. Where have you been? Gasps Mrs. Bear. The Coast Guard has searched everywhere. Smiles Rupert when his tale is through. Now you must see my little hut too. It's brought these children happiness. I'll leave it as their playhouse. Yes. One day, Rupert goes out to see if his friend Margot can come to tea. Her granny says that she may go, but where she is, she does not know. As Rupert searches all around, he finds her hanky on the ground. The rabbits join him, then they hear a hedgehog calling them quite near. He tells them Margot is close by, so off they go once more to try. Just look at that, cries Rupert Bear. A brand new notice board up there. The rabbits run off into the wood. Rupert calls them to stop, but it's no good. When Rupert decides he'll go as well, which path to take, he cannot tell. A little farther, Rupert sees another notice on the trees. Then, all at once, he has a shock, for there is Margot by a rock. The little girl greets Rupert Bear, then tells him what she's doing there. She found a little house one day, and now she loves to come and play. What's that? Cries Rupert with a frown, as earth and stones come tumbling down. It's nothing, Margot tells her chum. Look, there's my lovely house. Do come. The little bear with wonder cries, why, everything is just our size. He runs outside to look around, then calls, just see what I have found. But now the shaking starts once more, and this is much worse than before. Come on, cries Margot, let us hide. But Rupert wants to be outside. He climbs inside a hollow tree, then wonders where his chum can be. So Rupert hurries to the place, but of the house there is no trace. A lizard, who is sitting there, says he can help the little bear. A giant built that house one day, and now he's taken it away. Poor Margot is inside it still. So Rupert watches from a hill. They hurry back to Nutwood now, for he must rescue her somehow. The lizard says, "You must not mind. That giant really is quite kind." And then he says, "The way to go is by the river bank, you know." The rabbits have a sailing boat, which they can quickly get afloat. So Rupert hurries home to say where he is going for the day. Down to the river runs the bear, and finds the twins already there. Now, full of hope, the three set sail. To help their friend, they must not fail. At last, the castle comes in sight, and Rupert gets ashore all right. He climbs up to the castle wall, but finds no entrance there at all. And now a waterfall quite near makes Rupert think there's something queer. A tunnel through the castle goes, and it's from this the water flows. "I've got my boots," thinks Rupert there. "There's room for me to walk through there." He paddles through the stream somehow, then finds he's in the castle now. A frog is standing by a pail, so Rupert tells him his strange tale. This kindly frog says he will show the little bear just where to go. Now Rupert sees upon the floor the little house he saw before. He looks inside the house with care, but finds that Margot isn't there. "Oh, where can she be?" he sighs. "Oh dear." And then he hears her voice quite near. They are so pleased to meet again, then footsteps they can hear quite plain. The chums are scared they will be found, and so they hide without a sound. But luckily the giant goes by. "We're saved," breathes Rupert with a sigh. Just then the frog comes back to say that he can help them get away. The frog explains, "Just follow me, and very soon you shall be free." He takes them to a great strong door, but there's a hole just by the floor. The chums squeeze through the hole with ease, then run to shelter 'neath the trees. "Who's that?" exclaims the little bear. "I think I heard somebody there." It's Reggie Rabbit who has come to see what's happened to his chum. Poor Rex and Reggie turn quite pale when Rupert tells his thrilling tale. The wind's against them now, and so, to get to Nutwood, they must row. All Rupert's chums are waiting now, for they have heard the news somehow. Next day they tell the strange story when Margot comes round for tea.
There's lots of fun in a Mr. Silly way. They learn to sing and they learn to say. They let us through and through. Now see if you can too. A for apple and B for bouncing ball. There was C for cake, but Mr. Greedy ate it all. Are you ready for some more?
Yummy, yummy.
Not you. D for daydream and F for eggs you eat. Now this F for fussy and fish and fun and G for grumpy and grass and grand and green. And that's H for helpful, and that's what we should be.
Hello? Anybody home? Ah, there you are. Hello, I'm Mr. Clever. And I'm Mr. Tickle. This is a story about the day the Mr. Men and Little Misses went on an exciting bus trip. You might say it was a hunting trip, an alphabet hunting trip, because we were searching for something beginning with A, something beginning with B, and with K. We were looking for something for every letter in the alphabet, and every time we found one, I wrote the word in my alphabet book. Where's my book? Thank you. And I wrote it all down in my alphabet book. We drove through Misterland, through towns and villages and along country lanes. We drove past farmlands and woodlands, over hills and through valleys, and we visited some very interesting places.
Ooh! Stop the bus, Mr. Clever. A is the first letter in the alphabet, and there's something beginning with A. Apple. Look, there are lots of apples in those trees and on the ground.
And someone else saw those apples as well. An ant. She was taking an apple home to make apple sauce or apple pie or whatever it is that ants fancy for tea. A is for ant and A is for apple. A is for ant. A is for apple. Very good. I'll write A for apple in my book. The next letter in the alphabet is B. B is for bounce, like Mr. Bounce. B is for bounce and B is for ball. B is for bounce and B is for ball. Gosh, just look at that cake shop window. Oh, what a wonderful, delicious, absolutely scrumptious looking currant cake. Yum, yum, yum. Can we stop, Mr. Clever? I'll only be a few seconds. Mr. Greedy was as good as his word. In a matter of seconds, all that was left of that wonderful, delicious, absolutely scrumptious looking currant cake were a few crumbs. K is for currants, and K is for cake. K is for currants. K is for cake.
Oh, look! It's Little Miss Splendid with her dog.
Little Miss Splendid's dog has brown dots, and her hat has red dots. D is for dog. D is for dots. D is for dog. D is for dots. Now her dog has no dots. On we went. We met Mr. Strong. He was carrying a basket full of eggs.
Eggs? Eggs start with E, our next letter. But what are you going to do with so many eggs, Mr. Strong?
I'm going to eat eggs for breakfast. Boiled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs, and scrambled eggs.
And after Mr. Strong eats his huge breakfast, his basket will be empty. E is for eggs. E is for empty. E is for eggs. E is for empty. Now, let's see. Something beginning with... Oh, I've got it. Fish. But we won't find any out here. Unless they're flying fish. F is for fish. F is for flying. F is for fish. F is for flying. Look at that. We found the first 6 letters of the alphabet. Let's say them together. Ready? A, B, K, D, E, F. Apple, ball, cake, dog, egg, fish.
I'll bet you can't name 4 animals that belong to the cat family.
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, mummy cat, daddy cat, and 2 kittens.
There's a word for grass. And it's green.
G is for grass. G is for green. G is for grass. G is for green. Is everyone happy back there?
No, I'm neat.
And I'm funny.
And I'm trouble.
I'm happy because I've just thought of a brilliant word beginning with H. My own name, Happy.
That's too easy, Mr. Happy. I doubt very much if you can find another word.
How about hat? Your beautiful new hat. H is for happy. H is for hat. H is for happy. H is for hat. Why have we stopped, Mr. Clever? I can't add any more words to my book. There's something wrong with my pen. I wonder if I've run out of ink. Try shaking it. Oh! Sorry, Mr. Nonsense, but aren't you clever? It's working again. Yes, that's our next letter, Mr. Clever. E for ink. E is for ink. E is for ink. Now, we must find something beginning with J. There we are. Look at those sheep. They're jumping. J is for jumping.
And the sheep's wool makes warm woolly jumpers.
J is for jumping. J is for jumper. J is for jumping. J is for jumper. Here we are at the zoo. Everybody watch for... What's our next letter? K.
Now, that is most extraordinary. Yes, upon my word, that is a kangaroo flying a kite. What do you think, Mr. Nonsense? Well, I think it would be more extraordinary if a kite were flying a kangaroo. Well, that's nonsense. It certainly is. K is for kangaroo. K is for kite. K is for kangaroo. K is for kite. That makes 5 more letters we've learned. Let's say them together. Ready? G, H, I, J, K. Grass, hat, ink, jumper, kite. What is big and hairy and has 6 legs, red eyes and great big sharp teeth? I don't know. What is big and hairy, has 6 legs, red eyes and big sharp teeth? Oh, I don't know either. Oh, but it's standing right behind you. Oh.
Hey, everyone! I found something wonderful beginning with our next letter. He's the king of the jungle, a lion.
L is for lion. L is for lion. And I have 2 brilliant words beginning with M, but you must promise not to laugh. Promise? Well, here they are. M is for Mr. Mischief. M is for monkey. The trouble is, I can't tell which one's the monkey. M is for mischief. M is for monkey. M is for mischief. M is for monkey. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Now, to find something beginning with Mr. Nonsense was thinking when suddenly Mr. Nosy appeared. Something beginning with Oh, here it is. Right in front of your eyes. Your nose. N is for nose. N is for nonsense. N is for nose. N is for nonsense. Then everyone followed me to the aquarium. That was a good place to find something beginning with O. And indeed we did find something beginning with O. A bright orange-coloured octopus with 8 long arms. Lucky old octopus. He can tickle 8 people at the same time. Oh. O is for orange. O is for octopus. O is for orange. O is for octopus. Our next letter was making himself incredibly messy. You're right, it was a big, pink pig. And who was that with him? You're right again, it was Mr. Messy. P is for pig. P is for pink. P is for pig. P is for pink. There, 5 more letters. I think we're doing quite well, don't you? Let's say them together. Are you ready? L, M, N, O, P. Lion, monkey, nose,
octopus, pig.
Would you like to join me in a bowl of soup?
Join you in a bowl of soup? Do you think it's big enough for both of us?
Our next stop was a tall castle, and in the castle, a big surprise. We were going to see a queen. However, there were so many other people who also wanted to see a queen, we had to join a queue. When our turn came, we had a nice little chat with the queen. Mr. Quiet was so excited, he fainted. Quietly. K is for queen. K is for queue. K is for queen. K is for queue.
Ah, look what I've found for our next letter. It's a bird. It's a raven. And down below, in the courtyard, it's a rabbit.
R is for raven. R is for rabbit. R is for raven. R is for rabbit. Meanwhile, of all the hundreds and hundreds of rooms in the great castle, Mr. Greedy discovered his favourite room.
Oh, the kitchen. Oh.
Look at all that lovely food. Mr. Greedy didn't know where to start. But first, more words for my alphabet book.
Oh, start writing, Mr. Clever. Oh, there's S for sausage. Oh, S for spaghetti. Oh, and S for spinach. Oh.
S is for sausage. S is for spaghetti. S is for spinach. S is for sausage. S is for spaghetti. S is for spinach. Oh, I don't like spinach.
Mr. Fussy, don't you want to be big and strong like Mr. Strong?
No, I'd rather be small and wobbly like Mr. Jelly.
Did someone call me? Oh, wait a minute, while I try to stop wobbling.
Oh, there. That's better. Now, I shall find some words beginning with T. There's T for teapot, T for table, and T for Mr. Greedy's tummy. T is for teapot. T is for table. T is for tummy. It was time to go. As we walked back to the bus, we felt a drop of rain. Then another one, and another. We all rushed for shelter under Mr. Tall's umbrella. A is for umbrella. A is for umbrella. I never thought learning the alphabet could be such fun. We've just seen 5 more letters. Let's say them together. Ready? Qu, R, S, T, A. Queen, raven, sausage, teapot, umbrella. We looked up, We looked down. We looked left. We looked right. But we couldn't find anything beginning with V. I asked little Miss Magic if she could help.
Something beginning with V? Easy. How about a vase or a violin?
V is for vase. V is for violin. V is for vase. V is for violin.
I wish it would stop raining.
And, as if by magic, which of course it was, the rain stopped, thanks to the wizard. W for wizard.
And also for worm. A worm trying to have his afternoon nap, so please keep your voices down.
Of course, we're on our way, Mr. Worm. 2 more words for my book. I'll write them down. W for wizard. W for worm. W for wizard. W for worm. I say, Mr. Clever, finding the next letter could be awfully difficult. There aren't many words beginning with an X.
How about a word with X in the middle? Like that sign pointing to the exit. X is in exit.
X as in exit. X as in exit. Look at all those pretty yellow sails, Mr. Uppity. What do you call a boat like that? It's called a yacht, Mr. Happy. And the word yacht begins with a Y, our next letter. Y is for yacht. Y is for yellow. Y is for yacht. Y is for yellow. Now we need only one more letter and we've done the whole alphabet. There's our last letter, Mr. Happy. Z is for zoo. Z is for zoo. Excuse me, Mr. Clever, but can I add another word with a Z? How about Z as in lazy? Z as in Mr. Lazy. But where is Mr. Lazy? That was a good question. We all turned to look for Mr. Lazy. Oh dear, I hope he hasn't been left behind. Would you all please look everywhere in the bus for Mr. Lazy? Z is in lazy. That's another Z for my book. Z is in lazy. Z is in lazy. I hope you've enjoyed this bus trip with the Mr. Men and Little Misses, and we've helped you learn your abacus. Now, let's hear you say the last 5 letters in the alphabet. Ready? V, W, X, Y, Z. Vase, worm, exit, yacht, zoo. Well done, all you Mr. Men and Little Misses. That's the end of the great alphabet hunt. We've found something for every letter in the alphabet.
Hooray!
Hooray! Three cheers for us! Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah! Hip, hip, hurrah!
Apple, ball, cake, dog, egg, fish, grass, happy, ink, jump, kite, lion, monkey, nose, octopus, pig, queen, rabbit, sausage, table, umbrella, vase, wizard, exit, yacht, zoo. Oh, sorry, Mr. Nonsense.
In the land of Mr. Men far away, there's lots of fun in the Mr. Silly way. They learn to sing and they learn to say their letters through and through. Now see if you can too. A for apple and B for bouncing ball. There was cup for cake, but Mr. Greedy ate it all. Are you ready for some more?
Yummy.
Not you. D for daydream, and F for eggs you eat. Now this F for fussy,